Hi guys, and welcome back. Wanted to thank you for watching previous videos, and we are back with our 34-way ceramic coating wax sealant comparison. This test started January 1st, 2018, so we are now 2 years and 6 months, so 2.5 years in. And as you've heard me talk about before, this is most likely, if not the last test, one of the last tests for this hood. So what you'll see next is I'm going to go ahead and foam the hood down, let it sit for a minute, rinse it, and then foam it again, wash with an Australian sheep's wool mitt, and then we'll rinse it and see how everything is holding up. I want to take a minute to thank you guys for watching so far. This series of tests has been very successful, and I think that not only have I learned a lot, I think a lot of the viewers have. There's been some surprising results in a lot of these. Some of the store-bought stuff has outperformed some of the big boy professional stuff, and you'll see here, kind of give you a teaser here as I do the first rinse. Remember, it hasn't been washed in about 2 months in this case, so you can see that most everything is gone. There's not a lot of hydrophobic properties visible right here. You can see a little bit in the lower left there, the IGL Kenzo, IGL Quartz, atoms, etc. So let's see as we wash it, see what happens now. If you guys haven't already, I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. It really helps me out. These videos are monetized. That's the only kind of money I make from this test. As I said originally, the products that were in this test, majority of them are out of my own pocket. So just trying to recoup some of the cost from that through the monetization of these videos. So I appreciate it. If you subscribe, like the video, and comment, helps out the YouTube algorithm for it showing people that want to see my video or recommended videos. These haven't ever been popular enough to be on trending or anything like that. Of course, maybe one day we'll be there, who knows. Well, alright, let's get to the rinse. See what's happening here. I'm doing a voiceover here instead of trying to talk as I spray. This seems to work a little better. So you can see up in the top there, Quartz UK, that's the original version. It's not nearly hydrophobic like it once was. So continuing on, you can see everything is looking old and tired. 2.5 years of sitting outside, exposed to the Texas elements. The Texas summertime is brutal on a lot of this stuff. Lots of rain here in East Texas. Top row, everything's failed. Middle row, see that hydrophobic on Quartz UK. If you spray it off, then you finally see it starts to bead. However, it's not very strong, but it is still there. You can still see the square in the product. There's a better angle for you. So we'll work our way down and see, but as opposed to when this was new, you know, it's instantly hydrophobic. This is, the water clings to it for a bit and then it finally lets go. So it's probably still offering some protection, but there's no real hydrophobic property left. So next row there, you can see IGL Eclipse. That's the industrial's coating that's originally intended to be sprayed on, but it was applied with an applicator. Down at the bottom, IGL Kenzo, from the left to the right. IGL Kenzo, IGL Quartz, Atoms paint coating, and I believe SB3 Omega. I think that one, I think SB3 is pretty much failed. It's barely hanging on there. So Atoms paint coating, that's their original formula. I know they've updated it since then. It is a store-bought product. I believe somewhere around $100. I think depending on the size, it's been a while. I don't recall offhand. So it looks like SB3, we'll give it a pass. Keyshow 901, which is very similar to SB3, as you've heard me discuss before, if not the same exact product. Keyshow 901, you can get that overseas for very cheap. Ceramic Pro 9H and Glossit 9H, still doing alright. Again, the hydrophobics are weak on all of these, but it does, the water eventually sheets off, and you can see the beading action. So there's your results, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years, 6 months in, and that's where we're at. So now the answer to the question that everyone's been asking: which one is the winner? If you want to look at professional only coatings, look to about 6 of them: IGL Kenzo, IGL Quartz, SB3 Omega, Keyshow 901, which I'm not 100% sure if that's professional only. I know they sold it to me as a sample set. And then we also have Ceramic Pro 9H and Glossit Pro 9H. Glossit has a 10H now. That's an improved product on top of this, and it is in my 42-way test that I will post the link in the description to. So basically six professional only coatings. They're all very good. They all have, at the 2.5-year mark, the same properties. They're one's not excessively hydrophobic. They're all pretty much starting to fail at this point. So as far as store-bought goes, or something the general consumer can purchase online, there's 2, and I think you can see them. Adams paint coating, which they have an updated, a new and improved version of that now, which is also in my 42-way test, and Quartz UK. And again, that's the original formula. The new version is called the 3.0, but I think Quartz has consistently, in all of these tests that I've done, this hood is now the 3rd test that I've done, and Quartz, the UK version, has always impressed, and it's no exception here. The big downside to Quartz UK is it's very difficult to install in a hot or humid environment. Here in East Texas, we have both heat and humidity. You know, we consistently see 80-90% relative humidity, if not higher, and also 100-degree Fahrenheit temperatures. That's 38 degrees for the rest of the world. So if you were to apply it in the wintertime, that's something you'd want to do. However, looks like for the consumer, Quartz UK, Adams paint coating, which again, both of those, there's new versions. So if you can find either the original, that's what you want to get. And as far as the very low-end stuff or the non-ceramic, I would say new finish has been the biggest surprise for me. If you watch the previous videos, you can see it's lasted quite well. However, in my 42-way test, it only lasted a few months. It was a different bottle, different batch. So, you know, something may have happened there. However, the downside to new finish is if you get it on any plastic or rubber seals, it will turn it white. So you have to be careful with that. But new finish seems to be a great product. Turtle Wax Ice also seemed to hold up quite well, and it's also quite popular. So I'd stick with those 2 if you were going to purchase something that was under $20. Ceramic, Quartz, and Adams, and the professional IGL Kenzo, Quartz, SB3 Omega, Keyshow 901, Ceramic Pro 9H, and Glossit Pro 9H. Here is the final failure chart, and I have one notation to make here, and it's that IGL Eclipse, I have it shown as 2 years and 4 months, but as you can see in the earlier video, it was still going. So I would call it weak at 2 years and 4 months, and it's weak at 2 years and 6 months, just like Ceramic Pro 9H and Glossit Pro 9H. So the big surprise on the top row, of course, was new finish. Lasted almost 2 years, and it was advertised as a 1-year product. The second row down, of course, we know Quartz UK, made it all the way to the end. Third from the top, my biggest surprise would be IGL Premier. It's a synthetic spray sealant. It's advertised as 6 months, up to 6 months, and it lasted 14 months in this instance. The bottom row, as I just went over, all the ceramics. So there you go. Well, that about wraps it up. That's the end of this test. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me and watched on this video and your suggestions. And that introduced the 42-way test that's currently ongoing. So again, please subscribe. It really helps me out. If you watch the videos, watch the ads, like the videos, comment, and you'll see much more like this from me. So thanks again, and we will see you next time, guys.